Hey guys, coming to you this morning, going to discuss the, I'm sorry, I'm not even driving and I'm dropping my phone. We're going to discuss the boxing preview, the weekend preview for Saturday, December 11th, or January 11th, 2020, the new year. We're going to start off the first weekend preview of the whole year. We got two different cards taking place on Saturday the 11th. Both, we're just going to talk about the two main events because the undercards are really weak. Nobody of note really fighting on either undercard unless they surprise us and bring somebody with a name last minute, but neither fight really anything going on. We're going to kick off with the one that is starting first, which I believe is the Golden Boy card on DAZN. The main event is a big one at middleweight. You got former junior middleweight champion and undefeated Jaime Munguia. He's making his debut at middleweight against former world title challenger Spike O'Sullivan. I think he's from Ireland. Munguia making his debut at 160 now. Big opportunity here to make an impression and move himself into what people are hoping to be an eventual Canelo Alvarez fight at some point. Not necessarily this year though, but Munguia signed a 5-fight contract last year with DAZN and is trying to make an impression to, fuel a future fight with Canelo Alvarez, which people want. He was a big fighter at 154, and a lot of people, we were just waiting for when he was going to come into the 160-pound landscape, and finally he decided that. He vacated his belt after making 5 successful defenses, and now wants to make an impression and move himself in line. Personally, I think eventually they're going to try to pair him against Demetrius Andrade, who's trying to get a big fight, but that's just speculation right there. But Munguia, he's got the road paved for him in terms of opportunity if he wants it, because a lot of the better fighters are on DAZN anyways, so he could set himself up nicely and get himself in the mix for sure. In the WBO, I think he's highly ranked there. And he's got opportunity. He starts off with a good, solid name at 160 with Spike O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, he's been around the block. He's been in the ring with Billy Joe Saunders, fought David Lemieux last year in September on a Canelo undercard. He got knocked out in the very first round of what a lot of people were hoping was going to be a really good fight with a big opportunity. But at the same time, Lemieux, he didn't come in overweight for the fight, but he came in very big on fight night. He looked huge. And he walked right through O'Sullivan, but Lemieux's a huge power puncher. Munguia's got that kind of power that Lemieux does, so we're going to see if O'Sullivan can handle the power. Personally, I think Munguia's going to knock O'Sullivan out, but I think O'Sullivan's going to give him a little bit of a battle first. But we're going to see how long it lasts. This is Munguia not struggling with weight anymore. We're going to see how he can handle 160. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good fight no matter how long it goes, and I definitely think it's going to end by knockout. I think O'Sullivan maybe has a slight chance of pulling off the upset here, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Munguia is ready to make an impression, ready to make a name for himself, and I can't wait to see it. That's Saturday on DAZN, Saturday, January 11th on DAZN. That card starts at 6 o'clock, I think. Now over to the ESPN card, where we're just going to talk about the main event. Top Rank's bringing you this. The light heavyweight action, you're going to see former 2-time world title challenger Jesse Hart taking on former world title challenger Joe Smith Jr. This is a big crossroads fight right here. That's going to impact the back of the top 10, but it's going to give huge opportunity to the winner. This whole card kicks off at 7. The main card does anyways on ESPN. And Jesse Hart, he's coming off a successful debut at 175, where he moved up in his first fight against Sullivan Barrera, and he got a clean 10-round unanimous decision. Hurt Barrera, knocked him down. Also, that was a big win for him because Barrera is still considered to be a very solid light heavyweight, and Jesse Hart got the biggest win of his career, beating him. Now he steps in against Joe Smith Jr., who got his first opportunity at a world title last year against Dimitri Bivol. He got cleanly outboxed solidly over 12 rounds. It was a blowout decision, but he fought as hard as he could. He hurt Bivol in the 10th round. But you know what? The thing about Joe Smith, limited skills, but big power. The guy fucking brings the power. He can hit hard. He's a big light heavyweight. And Jesse Hart likes to mix it up. He's a good boxer. He likes to mix it up. It's going to be a toss-up fight right here. I think it could go either way. Personally, I'm giving a slight edge to Jesse Hart because he's got some power, but he's a good boxer as well. If he can avoid the big power shots by Joe Smith for the whole 12, he can win a decision. But Joe Smith can end this fight at any time, I think. So we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see if Jesse Hart truly is built for 175 or if Joe Smith Jr. is going to get another crack and an opportunity at something. Again, I'm picking Jesse Hart to win this one. I'm picking him to win a decision. And then I'm also picking Jaime Munguia to win by knockout on the DAZN card. But DAZN at 6, ESPN at 5, or at 7, I'm sorry. Both should be good main events. Make sure you're checking them out. Hope you enjoyed this. True Boxing. Oh, guys, also, I'm going to be keeping track of what I do, of my picks. I'm going to be keeping track and keeping my own record. That was brought to me by one of my buddies. Brought that up maybe to do that. That's a good idea, so I'll be doing that. And then I'll break it down at the end of every month, how I did on the month and all that kind of stuff. On the fights that I preview and that I make a prediction on. I'm not going to sit here and make a prediction on guys fighting absolute nobodies. If it's a fight that I feel is worth previewing and discussing with you guys, and I make a prediction on. So, like I said, let's hope Jesse Hart and Jaime Munguia make me a believer, or, make me hot, but I don't care. I really don't care at the end of the day, but I like to see what my record is because I know most of the predictions I make, I know most of them are accurate. I'd say batting average, I'd say I'm probably in the 90% mark in prediction, but I don't know. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. True Boxing, been hit with the truth.